So, what's up, guys? We must be live. There is red all over the market, like really all over the market, and we are opening in 8 minutes. Stock market is opening. The stock market is opening in 8 minutes. We have the S&P down 1.2%. We have the Dow Jones down 1%, Nasdaq down 1.3%, and even Russell stocks, despite how depressed they are and beaten down, they are down again 1.3% today. So we have a hard day ahead of us. Probably a hard week too, but I see the light in the end of the road. The closer we get to the end of this month, December, we finish with tax loss harvesting. Usually, good things start happening after 15th and 16th of September. Usually, that's the time frame that good things start to happen again. Let me adjust my screen, by the way. But instead, in case they don't happen, then we will rely on. I'm waiting for 23rd. I'm waiting for 23rd of December. Like during this week, I'm waiting for Wednesday to see if anything changes for the better. I think we will see on Tuesday. We will get a peek on how we will end the month. That's one thing. Let me open CNBC first and start from there. Let's check where EU opened. EU is down 2%, 1%, and 1%, 2%. EU is beaten down at 2. It's having a hard time. World Economic Forum postpones Davos meeting on COVID uncertainty. Disgusting. These guys are disgusting. And we have Omicron and Moderna news all over. So we have an Omicron variant week. We have a COVID week. Things are kind of boring with regards to COVID at this point, and it's very repetitive. But I think the markets can probably strike this off. I think they can strike this off. I find it weird how depressed things get right now. With so much liquidity, because that's at the end of the day. There's so much money at the sides. There's so much money and liquidity at the sides that is waiting to pounce on something. Let's check gold. Even gold is down 0.4%. Silver down 1.3%. Oil down 3%. Oil actually down 4%, and natural gas up 5%. Okay. We check the indexes on the other side. Let's see where to start. Let me open my trading account, by the way. Give me a minute to put on my authenticator code. Give me a minute, boys. So one app that I use, my trading account, is actually Trading 212. I love how this app has gives you both access to pies, so you can create your own pies and invest for a different percentage on every company that you like. Automatically, there is auto invest in Trading 212. But you also get a good trading interface. That's what I like. Anyway, let me adjust my screen back now. My account is loading. Actually, let me see if I have the privacy on or off on my account. Oh, it's on. Okay. So let me adjust my screen back and see what's going on here. So things didn't close that bad. We talked about this on Saturday, I think. Big caps took a small beating on Friday night, but small caps held strong. Let's check the prices very quick right now, pre-market. So we have Foot Locker down 1.3%, Intel down 1.2%, Google down 1.2%. It just hit 2,800. Google at those levels starts getting very interesting, man. We have Alibaba 118 right now for 3% down pre-market. We have the semiconductor stocks keep going down. They're taking jabs right now as well. Nvidia is down 2.3% to 270, just hit 270, and AMD is down as well 2%. AMD just hit 135. Let's go to some safer stocks, some safe haven stocks, like Costco. Costco is down 1.3%, and I think Costco will drop more because it's very overvalued. It's the most overvalued it has been over the 30 years that the company exists. So I expect this to go down even more. Apple dropped below 170. Apple is at 168. They haven't loaded yet because the market hasn't opened here. So that's why I'm telling you from my iPad. So if Apple gets to 150, it will be interesting if it gets again to 150. Facebook, 145, 1.4% down. 1.6% down right now. It dropped even more. So what do we have here? Unilever stable and flat. Pepsi is dropping more. Starbucks is dropping more. 1%. That's all. That's all for now. And let's check the cryptos, right? Let's go to Binance a bit, just for a while, and check what's going on in the crypto market. We have Bitcoin being weak at 45.6K right now. The last time we saw Bitcoin dropping below the 50-week SMA was when we hit the 29K level. That was the last time. We might see some fast liquidations to 45K, 43, 44, 42K, and I hope that we'll recover from there. If we actually check the chart of Bitcoin, I think we will notice that things are very similar to what happened on the dip there. Look at that. Let's see. It's a little bit more steep. That's one thing. But you have that first big week. Then you had other smaller weeks that came close. We haven't had those other small weeks yet that came close to the first one. So there's either one thing. We are oversold now, or we are oversold sooner or later, and we bounce and recover for a V-shaped recovery. Or we are going to spend a lot more time here. We spend a couple of weeks here. Let's say how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's a big week. Let's say 18 weeks. We spent 18 weeks below this 53K level, below the bull market support band. So that's like 18, 20 days. You spend like 3 weeks at this point. How much time did we spend here? We spent more time, right? Like 3 or 4 times that. So we might as well just spend more time, I think. It starts to turn though. It starts to turn. You can see that it's flattening out, like what happened here on the last big dip that we had. After the 53, we hit the 53K level from the big rise of 31K, and then we went all the way back to 40K to retest this bull market support band and create a macro bullish support line. But now it looks like we're maybe about to do the same thing. I don't know. That's why many people are calling for the 42K level, because it's the extension of what happened in the past. If the 42K level doesn't hold, we are expecting for the 40K level to hold. But despite that, one thing I should say is that with how much Bitcoin is pressed right now, depressed, look at that. It's below 900 billion, and it's a sovereign asset of the world. It's like decentralized, the only decentralized network that exists. And there are some others, okay, you could say, but Bitcoin takes a cake for that one. It's the most decentralized, it's the most safe because it's decentralized, and it's the digital gold that people want for the 21st century. So I don't think it will stay depressed for that long, even if we get to 42K. I doubt it. And there are YouTubers, man. There are YouTubers buying like $1,000 every day. I think Graham Stefan and Andre Jik, I think they were saying that they're buying dollars every day. Oh, here come the the price alerts. Let me just buy some Google with the market open, like $20 or something. How much did I have inside? Yeah, only $20. No big deal. Let's see. Once uplist 168. MicroStrategy having a hard time. Even for MicroStrategy, if we check on the stock, it has this big support line throughout time here display at 565. The few times that it has gone below 565, it dropped to max 415 or 474. So it will be interesting to see what happens this time. And the times that we see it drop that much, it wasn't after a big dip like this one. We are so oversold this time. We're so oversold this time. It wasn't like the times that it dropped there. It wasn't from a big dip. It was when we were rising and then dropping back, rising and then dropping back. Anyway, we have Tesla. Tesla hit that 900 level. That's nice. I like that. I like seeing that on Tesla. Tesla, though, after it has two options here. It will either stand between 800 and 900. Let's see. That's an 800 level. Let 800 level. It will either stay if it dropped below the 910 support line. So what we expect here, it will either hold somewhere between 800 to 900, or if it keeps going down, which is not impossible, if it keeps going down, then we might hit levels that we haven't seen in quite a while. We might get the old support line. We will play around there from 550 to 800. That will be interesting to see. I think that it will hold. I think. I don't know. Of course, none of the things that you hear in this video is financial advice, just so you know. Lemonade, an insurance company that's buying Bitcoin, shows me that it's in it for the long run. It's in it for the long run. And that's one thing that I liked. Lemonade bought some Bitcoin, and that's one thing that I liked. So this made me a little interested on Lemonade as a company for the future. So there is one that I keep in my mind. We have small cap stocks having a hard time here. They are trying to hold. They're so overvalued. They have no option but to hold. We closed at 1934 and now we are back to 1845. Honest company. Oh, we saw a big green candle from its open. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. From 729, it's rising more. Okay. Maybe things are turning around. Let's see what's going on for small cap stocks. Let me open my my Apple stocks on my iPad. Ooh, Russell turned positive, man. That's insane. Look at that. Look at that huge green candle on Honest company. Ooh. We expect a small relief rally for SoFi as well. We expect that after a while. Now, because now it's very oversold. It almost hit that 14 level again. That was interesting. The fact that small cap stocks are trying to recover. It just shows how depressed they are. Let's check the big dogs again. Google to 2800. I love Google at this price, man. I'll buy more throughout the day. Alibaba 118, Costco 547, Twitter 42, Nvidia. Let me check one of my ETFs. Probably, yeah, it's dropping because it hit the level again that we were talking about, where I have to a support line. That's interesting. 900 for Tesla, Apple 169. Let's check here. Pepsi is trying to hold this place. Nike, we have 158 for Nike here. Monster, I'm interested in $81. Mondelez we need Mondelez. It got rejected here. We need it to drop back to 57 for me to be interested. Nike, not so interested. Adobe, trying to hold, but I think we will get below 500. I don't know. Many people love Adobe. It's one of the stocks like, let me see, like which, like what stocks here. Nothing comes to mind now. But it's one of those blue chip stocks, almost like blue chip stocks that people like and people want to in their portfolio. So I don't think it will get as oversold as 400, but I think we will drop below 500 for a while. Let's see, and that might be an opportunity. So we see recovery from small cap stocks. I'm very happy. I have opened a lot of positions here, buying throughout the depressed levels of the stocks. SoFi 4060, that's nice. We have Robinhood at $19, trying to reclaim $19, and that's very good for small cap stocks. I'm happy that I see that. So small cap stocks are rising, man. Let's see. Notifications on what is that? On Yahoo Finance. Holiday shortened week. Oh, I didn't know that it's a holiday shortened week. Inflation data. What do you know this week? Moderna says booster dose which COVID-19 appears protective versus Omicron. That's okay. That's good news. The indexes though remain negative. S&P is down 1.3%, Dow Jones is down 1.4%, and Nasdaq is down 1.5%. I can see easily Nasdaq hitting 2%, 2% negative, going 2% negative. Stocks open sharply lower to start holiday shortened week. Okay. Let's check some news here on Yahoo Finance. I had opened some videos already. What is this video about? Some stocks, some news already. Oh, come on with the ads, man. I hate ads. I guess they have to make some money some way, right? Let's say what the people on Twitter are talking about. It was funny. There was a funny tweet last day. Look at that, where I commented. So this guy makes a post about the last time that he called for a major Bitcoin short squeeze. Short squeeze is when shorts get liquidated and then they are forced to buy their positions back. They're forced to buy their positions back. And he made a major Bitcoin short squeeze call on 23rd of July, the day before we switched over the summer lows. He said, "We are currently not there yet, but the setup is becoming more likely." And I said, I left a comment here. I said, "So what you are saying is go 20x long on margin," and it was kind of funny. Some people liked it. Another guy said, "Nah, not bullish enough. Go 100x long." When you have 125%, why waste that extra 25%? Oh my god. It was funny, it was funny. But you didn't specifically call it smart money longing while silly retail is shorting bull squeeze is still very much in play. Yeah, that was obvious at this point. That was a nice call from him. Well, it was funny reading that, leaving this comment and reading it later. Anyway, let's go back to stocks. Who recovering? SoFi trying to recover. We see it trying to reclaim the above 1450 line that it has. Robinhood, on the other hand, also 4% up. Small cap stocks are being incredibly strong today, and that's nice. That's nice seeing that. Bitcoin is still having a hard time. 910. Oh, we see some small recovery. We see some small buy the tipping happening here. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Maybe the week won't be so bad after all. SoFi going higher, even higher. Honest, two great green candles. I love that, man. I love that. Great green candles from Honest. Imagine if this continues. Skills below $8. Corsair 2140. Tattooed Chef. A lot of people love Tattooed Chef. I'm not that big fan of the vegan industry, but whatever. 1650. Okay. We have Dropbox stack. Smile Direct Club stack at all-time lows. Palantir is interesting at those prices for some people, but not for me. I'm waiting for $17 before I pull the trigger. So Alphabet is holding its lows, held the support line again of 2800 and now bounced off of it. It looks like it's going higher, guys. Looks like it's going higher. Maybe things will turn throughout the day. Nasdaq, it was 1.6% negative, 1.5% negative, and now it's 1.3% negative. So we see some small buy the dipping. You can say that. You can say that. And I think it's understandable. There's so much liquidity, like people have nowhere to put their money. Anyway, let's watch some videos or something. Oh, come on. This ad is not done yet. So by the way, I got the... how is it called? My rewards from Celsius. Strong retail demand tempered by less inventories, inflation holidays approach. Let's watch this video.
The president joins us now, and it's an understatement to say that consumers are facing difficulty getting some of the things they want. But as you've pointed out, people continue to spend. Sales are spiking. They did at least in October, even though people are worried about inflation. So as we head toward the end of the year, what's the overall messaging, do you think, especially with people saying they can't get perhaps the gift they want?
Well, Adam, first of all, thanks for having me back again. And, as you had mentioned earlier,
we have a nice economic calendar here. Let's see. On Monday, leading index, November, 1% expected, 0.9% in October. Okay. Tuesday, current account balance, third quarter. What is that about? Wednesday, NBA mortgage applications. Okay. Chicago Fed National Activity Index. Okay. GDP annualized quarter over quarter. Okay, that would be interesting. Personal consumption, third quarter estimate. CPCE, what is that? Core personal consumption expenditures. Okay, so we have many things happening this week. Friday, no notable results scheduled for release. Okay, earnings calendar, nothing interesting. Carnival is reporting. Micron is reporting. Oh, Micron, that will be interesting. Nike, probably drop after its earnings. And we have Nike here. Nike made some interesting moves with regards to the metaverse.
we're a global brand, so we're in 194 countries, a $2 billion footprint.
Seen retail sales from the Commerce Department continuing to tick higher on a month-over-month basis.
There's nothing else interesting here. Robinhood stock entering 2022 on low note. We haven't ended 2022 yet, man. Don't say that before it happens. Nasdaq back to 1.5% negative. So Google will probably be around 2,800 again. Okay. So we see some back and forth here, but small cap stocks are holding stronger. That's interesting. I like seeing that. Okay. I want Robinhood to recover, man. I want Robinhood to get above like 2080. If it gets above 2080, it will explode from there. There will be no looking back. I think. But this low of 1720 is scary, very scary. So we see SoFi trying to recover here. I have a small position on SoFi that I'm happy about, and it's nice. Honest 746, a big red candle on the other hand from SoFi. It's okay. On the 50-minute chart, we are still green. Pepsi holding this support line, trying to hold with all its might this support line, and bounce off of it actually. Besides that, let's go back here. We are waiting for those ads, man, which are disgusting. Parachute CEO, oh, there is no video about that. Okay. There's no video. I don't want to read it. It's boring. 11 neglected stocks that may rise at least 20% in 2022. Bank of America. Let's see. So we have Disney here. We have Borg Warner, whatever that is. Mondelez. I like Mondelez, man. If it gets back to those support lines that it has, it will be interesting. Wells Fargo, we have Exxon Global Energy, financial company. Wells Fargo, I don't care about those. I don't care about CVS Health. F5, Information, Industrials, Eastman Company, Well Tower. Okay, I don't care about the other companies. One thing I care about is this, more or less. They say, Bank of America says, US equity and quant strategy comments. Let's see. They're saying high quality, high ESG meter. ESG meter is something that matters right now. Funny. Slightly underweight, 0.95%. Positive GDP and interest rate betas. Okay. Let's move on. What story do we have here? Apple stock is smack in the middle of a perfect storm, strategist. The former rally in Apple has been on full display this month. As Yahoo Finance tech editor, Nasdaq trying to recover again. Let's see. We'll probably notice that on Google. Yep. Trying to reclaim that to 170 level for Apple, and Google is trying to hold the levels that we saw it in the morning. Okay. Let's check more cap stocks, see what's going on there. They're holding, having a hard time, but they're trying their best. People are buying the dip, man, despite the depressed prices. Let's move on. Why tax season may be adding to the rout in Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. Okay. Here, US as crypto climate among potential risks to financial stability. Bitcoin goes negative for the day. Ether and Solana, okay, don't care. Climate among potential risk to financial stability. Most officials that talked about Bitcoin said that it doesn't present a financial risk to the financial stability of the economy, of US economy. So I don't worry that much about the regulation. It seems that like they're more accepting of it throughout the last couple of months. Let's check the live if everything is going well. Yeah, seems like everything is going well. Interactive brokers, Sosnik. What do we have here? Let's see, despite the pullback. Wall Street has remained very upbeat on Apple's prospects heading into 2022. We're excited about the iPhone 5G. People are becoming critically looking at the devices as ones they want to work in. Okay, reiterated an outperform rating on Apple as stocks fair value at 210. Fair value, that's extremely overvalued. As consumers increasingly become aware of the 5G and the iPhone SE, we'll see upside from here. Oh, we have Steve Wozniak here on accepting crypto pitches in Unicorn Hunters. Be a nice thing to watch. I like listening to Steve Wozniak, by the way. I'll leave that so I can watch it later. The former rally in Apple, yeah, we read that. With the stock approaching $3 trillion market cap, we are amidst one of the most epic year-end runs that I can remember. I will not dispute that Apple warrants a premium valuation. It is the most profitable company and has the largest component in the major market capitalization weighted indices like the S&P 500 index and Nasdaq 100, where it compromises 7% and 12.5% of the index, respectively. Yet, I do question why investors believe that the company is 20% more valuable today than it was earlier than this month. Yeah, he makes a point here. We can deny that. Bitcoin reclaimed 46k just now. Ethereum is above 3.8k. BNB holding $500. ADA at the stablecoin price that it likes, 122. What else do we have here? Let's see. Ripple dropped a lot. We have Vabax here. Chainlink being completely beaten down. Let's check ENS a bit, one of the coins that I like. That's getting beaten down as well over the last couple of weeks. Let's see, favorites. Oh, why doesn't it show up though? EN, come on, man. Doesn't want to show up. ENS, here it is. $88. Whoo! Very undervalued here, very beaten down. That's interesting. That's interesting. Besides that, let's go to Barron's a bit. Actually, let's check the headlines on CoinDesk. Let's check the headlines on CoinDesk. We have like 8 more minutes, so we don't have that much time. Probably we'll do our best. JP Morgan will develop payment blockchain system for Siemens. Okay. Stronghold Digital Mining to acquire 9k Bitcoin rigs. I thought they would acquire 9k Bitcoin. Figment reaches unicorn status with 110 million Series C funding. Economics CEO steps down amid talks of potential merger options. Okay. FTX US scores deal with owner of Washington Wizards. Whoo! Capitals and bid to expand DC presence. It's funny seeing these crypto exchanges spending so much money on marketing and ads. It's funny, but I like it. No problem with that. If it brings more people to the space, JP Morgan, and I think that crypto ads are better than other ads. That's one thing that they have noticed. Tell me what you think. Anyway, let's go to Barron's a bit in here and see what happens. The Fed could be shifting gears at just the wrong time. Long read, okay, so we're not reading that. Having reservations. Restaurants took a blow when COVID-19 hit, but we're on their way back before the Omicron strain surfaced last month. Okay, whatever. What the markets don't understand about federal inflation. Interest rates are rising. We see the same, how do they call it? The same articles here over and over. Stocks are sliding after new lockdown threats to spending. Manchin, no on Biden's Build Back Better plan. Prepare for volatility in the stock market. Goldman Sachs cuts US growth forecast. That's interesting. Prepare for volatility. We have like 10 more minutes, so that's why I'm going through faster than usually. World Economic Forum in Davos postponed. Tesla's match. I will pay over 11 billion in taxes this year. That's insane, man. Rising interest rates in the growing economy will lift bank stocks. That's true. That's true. This stock could ride the housing. Okay. Do we have anything else interesting here? Oh, we were reading a story about YouTube and how YouTube TV finished their contracts with. Is that it? No. How YouTube TV finished their contract. Oh, here it is. YouTube TV is losing ESPN and Disney's other channels. Streaming is becoming just like cable. So probably Disney is having a hard time on this deal, and they pulled the plug, removed their basically everything that they had on YouTube TV. And now that's a bad look for Google as well, that Disney did that. But I think YouTube will grow anyway. One of the things that YouTube Premium gives you, and I think if you get YouTube Premium, you get YouTube TV as well. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think one thing, interesting thing that YouTube gives you with the YouTube Premium is that you can avoid ads. So that brings even more. That's one more way for YouTube to have a revenue stream. One more revenue stream. Let's see. Alphabet's estimated 2022 revenue is currently at 245 billion. Disney's estimated fiscal year 2022 revenue estimates come in at an average of 84 billion. So like 4 times more. It's like 3-4 times more for, actually 3 times more for Alphabet and Google. The impact looks small. Let's go back to the stocks very fast. Check the prices here. Oh, we see again some weakness on small cap stocks. Weakness on big cap stocks as well. Nasdaq 1.6% down. Dow Jones 1.7% down. S&P down 1.6%. I wouldn't sell. Basically, I'll just hold my breath as much as I can right now to wait for the December month to end, and I will be buying as much as I could. That's what would be my plan. That would be my plan for now. Besides that, let's move on with our articles here. The impact looks small relative to the size of the company. While the spot might not impact either stock all that much, it is an illustration of how content delivery viewing have changed. YouTube TV has begun aggregating and delivering content just like cable companies do. YouTube, of course, also has users uploading and watching billions of hours of videos each day. And traditional content provider Disney now has its own streaming services, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and of course Disney Plus. Even though content generation and delivery have changed, price negotiations haven't. It's tough to find the impact of any content negotiations reflected in Alphabet stock. Shares have been big winners in 2021, up 62% year to date. That's insane for a single stock as big as Google to go up that much. Ahead of 23% and 6% comparable, respective returns for the S&P and Dow. Disney stock had a tougher go. Shares are down 20%. So they are the losers of 2021. Since news of the content negotiations came to light a few days ago, Alphabet stock is down roughly 2%. I don't think the stock worries that much about this problem, but yeah, it might be one thing at the back of our minds. Alibaba stock is irresistibly cheap. Investors might want to hold off. Nike, Micron, BlackBerry, and other stocks to watch this week because they are reporting their earnings. Weekend air travel nearly. Okay, the retirees aren't spending enough over their nest eggs. Here's why. Okay, the labor shortage. What commentary here? There will be no student loan apocalypse. A tectonic shift in capitalism is underway. How business leaders can keep up. As financial need grows, Brazil hopes to alienate a key source of help. Taxes, activist interest, okay, European trader. Europe's auto sector is cheap. Get ready for rebounds. Huge demand for appliances. We don't see that many interesting things. As financial need grows, okay. So what I will do is read one or two more articles and move on from there. Goldman Sachs economists lowered the US growth forecast for 2022. Manchin said he could not support President Joe Biden $1.7 trillion Build Back Better spending bill. Okay, Fox News, Manchin said in Fox News Sunday he could not vote to continue with this piece of legislation. I just can't. I have tried everything humanly possible. They are unlikely to pass its current form, noting that a failure to pass it has negative growth implications. The bank economists, because you're not printing money. The bank economists now expect gross domestic product growth to be 2% in the first quarter of 2022, down from previous forecast of 3%. In the second quarter, they say 3% growth, down from 3.5%. Okay, so they are lowering the growth estimates. Massive blow in Omicron sparked market sell-off. Prepare for volatility. So Baron thinks that Manchin caused this dip and this weakness for the volatility, along with Omicron variant. World Economic Forum in Davos postponed because of Omicron. That was due to be held January 1721, will be staged virtually. The World Economic Forum said in a statement that current pandemic conditions made it extremely difficult to deliver a global in-person meeting. Despite the mixed stringent health protocols, the transmissibility of Omicron and its impact on travel and mobility have made deferral necessary. The health and safety of everyone involved in physical meetings, participants' collaboration, and the host community have always been a forum priority. Of course. Delegates will be invited to. Anyway, that's boring. Tesla's Musk. I'll pay over $11 billion in taxes this year. Imagine paying $11 billion in taxes, man. How rich could he have been? Musk asked his Twitter followers in early November whether he should sell 10% of his Tesla stock after getting involved in the debate. He would sell that either way, but he just asked either way. He just asked because he's Elon Musk. Nothing else interesting here. Besides that, don't expect big returns from the stock market next year as interest rates rise. I wouldn't worry that much about the news right now. I would just try to DC every day. Basically what Peter Lynch promotes and what the intelligent investor promotes. Don't worry so much about the news. Don't worry so much about the economic activity. Just invest in companies that you believe the earnings that they have will grow. What is that for me? That's Google. That's Alibaba. Even though I have stopped investing into Alibaba right now because I have built a position, it's still at very good prices. What else is that? That's SoFi. That's Honest. Honest is one great one. Small cap stock more. A smaller cap stock, but either way, it's good. What else? There are many, but those are the main ones. Anyway, I'll close the live stream here for now. I hope you enjoyed it today, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Actually, let's check the prices before we close, and then I'll finish this off. Let's check current stock prices. 2,800 for Google, 169 for Apple. Okay. So I bought Google at 2,800 when we started the live stream, somewhere around there. 920 for Tesla, interesting. Small recovery from those medium cap stocks like Etsy Affirm. We see some weakness in Visa. It looks like it's trying to form a new accumulation period here, accumulation or whatever you could call it. Lemonade. Let's go back to a 15-minute chart on Lemonade. So we see the best prices of Lemonade are at 40 and 50, 40.50, and then we have a small support line at 41.2. So that would be the best prices to enter Lemonade probably. 181 for Solar. There is some how is it called? Actually, let's just move on with that. Robinhood tried to recover. SoFi recovering. Honest recovering. Nice. That's nice. I like seeing that. So what happened on SoFi is it bounced off its lows and it's trying to go back to the upper resistance line again. Anyway, that's all for now. Those are the prices now. Bitcoin is sitting at 46.1k, reclaimed that level. Ethereum 3.8k. S&P down 1.4%. Nasdaq down 1.2%, recovered a bit. And Dow Jones extending its losses to 1.7%. Anyway, I'll see you